What are you girls playing with?
This?
Sand?
Yes.
It's a sandbox?
Yes.
Hey guys, this is an interesting little play area. You got a sandbox here. You can't see it.
You can, it's right here.
Well, I'm talking about the slide, but there's a slide behind one of these huge columns. And what this is a huge bridge. This you guys see me make a video, and in the distance you see a bunch of houses, and you'll see a bridge, and well, that bridge is this bridge, and you've got a sandbox under it, and I'll go ahead and get some footage right now. There's the slide, and that's it. Oh, there's some people using it. So you got a slide and sandbox. So we're doing some sandbox play today, and I'm doing some guitar playing while my girls play with the sand. Have the Washburn Rover and the tuner up top. It's a great little guitar. All right, so what am I wearing? Well, yesterday I was wearing the Explorer 2 and I washed it. I'll get a little bit of footage of that. I was wearing this morning the Casio F91W, and I was gonna wear the Casio here, but I just decided, yeah, I really wanted a mechanical watch. So I grabbed this and I set it in about 1 minute, and I'm wearing this. And next up is the sub. I'm gonna actually, when I get home today, get the sub out and set it and start wearing the sub, as I told, his name is escaping me right now, but Ajax. Yeah, I told Ajax the sub's up next, and it is. But while we're looking at this watch, let me tell you something kind of interesting that I like about this watch. The minute markers are divided, and so when I was setting this watch, which was about 5 minutes ago, you always try to line up the minute markers when the second hand is at the 12. And this is a non-hackable watch. And this allows you, if the second hand is at the 6, it's at 30 seconds, to set that minute hand by placing it right in between those minute markers, because they're subdivided, which was not something I was really crazy about. I kind of like to have, you know, just the minute markers, not these half minute markers. But I see the use of it, and it's particularly useful with the Delphine hands because they're really sharp and accurate and point to some trains for you. Point to a specific place. Now, one watch, the Sky Dweller, has the minutes subdivided in the same way as this. And I don't have one in front of me, so I'm gonna have to go on memory here. But I don't think the minute hand is as sharp and defined as this minute hand, and so I don't think those subdivisions work as well. I think the subdivisions work well when you have something very sharp that comes to a really sharp, accurate point, and that's sort of lost on more rounded, blockish minute hands. So check out the Sky Dweller. It's a very interesting watch, but I really don't think that the minute hand works with those subdivided minute markers.
I want some water in this, Dad.
You want some water?
Yes.
All right, okay. So, should we get some water?
Yes, Dad.
All right. Well, tell me here. What do you think? What do you think of this little play area here? Is it kind
I
of?
like it.
Is it? Would you call this a park?
No.
Is it kind of strange the fact that it's under a bridge?
Yeah.
Don't trolls live under bridges?
Yeah.
Do you think there are trolls around?
No way.
All right. Well, let's get some water for you.
Okay. I think Sophie's in danger. Thanks. Now, Sophie.
Love that red sundae, by the way. All right, guys. So there's the Explorer 2, which I washed yesterday, and I'll tell you, surest way to drop a watch is to do what I'm doing right now. Use one hand to try to do something with it. Actually, whenever you take a watch on or off, that's the most dangerous thing. I mean, the 2 times I've dropped this watch, I think I was taking it off. So if you keep your watch on your wrist, you're good. But, you know, if you are going to take it off, open a closed drawer and hold your hand over your clothes and take it off. Because if it falls, it'll fall in the clothes. That's a little tip. All right, so there we go. So, yeah, it's all clean. And I'm going to put it away and break out the sub. And I was looking at this watch yesterday, and the crown tube was a little bit, well, it was a little dirty, which is sort of unnerving. It's tough to describe what was on it. I got a toothpick and I carefully tried to sort of clean it off, but it was like I guess I would describe it as, if you've ever seen a kid's sticker and you take the sticker off and then there's some of the stickiness left, and then after a few days, you know, the stickiness, that like stickiness left over stuff sort of, you know, turns black or something. I don't know. That's what it kind of reminded me of. But anyway, yeah, when you look between the crown and the case, when the crown is undone and you see, I guess I would describe it as gunk, it's kind of unnerving. But that's what overhauls are for, getting all that cleaned up. And you know, I don't have any doubt about the water resistance. Actually, when I washed the watch yesterday, actually what I did is I just put it on and I got a shower, and that's something I never do with my Rolexes. But there's something really fun about putting your metal watch in water. Just sort of washing it's kind of a fun thing, I think, because, you know, typically metal and water, they don't mix, but with Rolex Oysters they do. And it's particularly satisfying to have a shower with your watch and look down and there it is. I mean, I would say my shower watches are the Casios, but you know, those are plastic, and it's sort of like when it's wet and you look and you see the digital display, it's different. It's not as sort of up against the elements as a metal mechanical watch with a few millimeters of air in there, like a little dry environment. And so that's kind of cool. Anyway, so away this goes, and out comes the sub. Okay, well, I thought I would try to get a little bit of a footage. Actually, looking at it right now, it doesn't look so bad, but let me zoom in and see if I can get some footage of that. What do you guys think? Does that look... It doesn't look as clean and shiny as it could, but what do you guys think? Yeah, there, look, that looks kind of weird. Kind of, I don't know if that's, you know, dried oil. but slightly unnerving, but not really, considering this is sort of, you know, my beater, if you will. Like I said, I mean, this will all be rectified whenever it gets its next overhaul. And, you know, and if something should happen before then, well, Rolex RSC will take care of it. All right. All right, so there it is, and let's take a look at it. All right, so let's get it going. How many winds will it take? All right, so one thing I've noticed about this sub, you can see the crown tube is pretty clean. That's a good thing to see. I guess the Explorer 2 is just, you know, I guess that's what happens when you use it. Anyway, one thing I've noticed about this sub, and I think this could go for pretty much all of my Rolexes, pulling out the crown and hacking it, it's kind of give or take whether it's going to be a good experience or not. Let's see. All right, so okay, I'm pulling hard, nothing's happening. I gave up, and okay, and then it happened. That was not satisfying. That was odd. It was weird. Okay, sometimes it's really nice. It just cleanly, beautiful. That was beautiful. Okay, it beautifully pops out. It stops. It hacks. Other times, it doesn't. Give it a few winds here. Let's see if this is going to be a good one. That was beautiful. I don't know what the trick is, really. I mean, if you just... What I do is I pull it straight out. And sometimes you pull, and it doesn't want to... Like now, it doesn't want to let go. So I'll let it go. Okay, yeah, it's weird. It's like... Yeah, that was not satisfying. That was odd. It was weird. Let's give it another try. Yeah, no, not a good one. Not a good one. All right, try again. I'm pulling hard. It's not coming. Okay, there we go. You know what? I think what it is if you... Oh, I just figured it out. Okay, here's the deal. All right, so discovery on camera. All right, so if you wind it, and it's real, you know, you wind it and the crown is right up against the, I guess, the gears, and you try to pull it, it doesn't come easily. In fact, it doesn't come at all. What you have to do is you have to just slowly rotate it back. Beautiful. All right, this is so interesting. Okay, I mean, wow. Am I the last person to figure this out? All right, so now if I were to pull it out now, let's just see. Yeah, it doesn't come nicely. Okay. Rotate it a bit back. Bam, beautiful. There we go. All right, well, you saw me make a groundbreaking Rolex discovery on camera today. It's a personal discovery, but you guys that have Rolexes, I mean, am I the last person to figure this out? Have you ever, you know, you give it a few winds and you want to set it? You don't just pull it straight out. You just, it doesn't even take a millimeter. Just a little back. Beautiful. Wow. All right. Interesting stuff. Let's hack it. And set it. Okay, about 650. 650? 550. It's amazing, being a watch guy, how much I screw up the time. Anyway, we're not going to get too accurate. I'll get in front of a computer later. But there you go. When you set your Rolex, if you ever have problems pulling out the crown, and man, up until today, it was always give or take. I mean, sometimes I would try to pull it out and it just wouldn't quite come. Yeah, it only took me a couple years to figure this out. Yeah, if that ever happens to you, just rotate it back a little bit. You're all good. I wonder what happens if you just turn the crown this way. Nothing happens. Nothing happens at all. It's very smooth. This way, then you get that winding. I don't know if you guys can hear. I don't know where the mic is on this thing, but all right. Well, you guys will be seeing the sub on my wrist for the next couple days. My first Rolex, and yeah, probably one of my favorites, aesthetically speaking. Take care. Thanks for watching. See you next time.